I'm the first person when it comes to not actually being able to take other people's opinions. I was the one who got bullied in school. I was the one who never was able to be myself because I was always worried about other people judging me or just thinking that what I'm doing is just super cringe. I'm telling you, as somebody who's making their entire career a point of other people's judgment. Because in order for me to excel, people have to judge me in the right way. They have to enjoy what I create. They have to laugh at my content. And if they don't, then I fail and I don't have money and I don't have a job. So I'm telling you this as somebody who went from literally being the last person with any type of self-confidence to now making this my full-time job and being dependent on not caring about what other people think. I was the first person, and I will be the first person to tell you with actionable steps that I took that you can also take to get to the point where you don't even care. Okay. And I'm not going to tell you this as like a dream that, oh, I don't care about other people's opinions about me anymore. On a day-to-day basis, I still struggle with this, but it's the fact that I'm able to callous my mind so well to the point where now when I struggle with it, it's no longer a struggle and more so a point of me to just battle and just be able to win every single time. Because let me tell you something, you're going to always feel that judgment. You're always going to feel that fear, no matter what. But you need to have tools in your pocket that allow you to be able to get out of that and be able to understand and reassure yourself who you really are. When I first started creating content, I was at a place where I got bullied in high school for even creating videos. And it was to the point where I felt like there was no point in creating content at all. And I just don't want to be that type of guy that everybody will look at and be like, yo, who is this loser? What is this guy? I felt like creating content, being myself was just something cringy, and it's not worth actually taking that step because what does that even mean? I'm just a content creator. Why would I want to be a content creator? But in reality, it's not like that. In reality, I'm able to express myself in a creative way. Even though people can say it's TikToks, it doesn't matter because it's my form of expression. And look at the beauty that's been able to do because of me being able to take that step and being who I am. Whatever it is that you want to be, that's what you need to pursue, no matter what other people think, because that is a purpose of your life, to be able to enjoy the life that you live. The first thing I did was to stop telling people about my goals. I realized that the number one thing that was keeping me away of being able to do the things that I love was constantly telling people what I want to do. Even my best friends, even the people that I held so close to myself, so dear to myself, I stopped telling them my goals. My best friends that were my hometown friends didn't even know that I was TikTok famous up until I had 300,000 followers. And it's actually crazy. And my family, and mind you, for me in my personal life, the people that I cared about judgment the most were from my family. Until this day, I still struggle with that. I want to say struggle. Till this day, I still deal with that, those fears in my mind. They didn't know about my content until I hit 500,000 followers. Okay. And there's a reason why I did this, because for so long I was creating content and I would constantly try to tell people about my goals, about my visions. And in the back of my mind, I subconsciously felt like that was the reason why I wasn't able to go full blast, because I always felt like somebody out there, if I created this idea, if I did it in this way, if I went and tried a different way to make this video, somebody was going to say something. And it's because the fact that I was telling people all the time about my goals, I was publicizing what I wanted to do. So I kept it private. And here's the thing, it's hard to do that, especially with a lot of people who are in high school. But this is why you need to understand that telling people to begin with is the last thing you want to do. As long as you can keep yourself private with the things that you do, I promise you it's the best step that you can take moving forward with not having to deal with the worry of people seeing you or thinking about you. Now, here's the thing. It's only so much you can do to get people that you fear or you feel like people are going to judge you to not actually see your work. But sometimes the best thing you can do is literally just block them, mute them. I'm telling you right now, it is probably the best and easiest thing you can do in your life to just literally block them and silently block them, silently mute them, or just you just unfollow them. Whatever it is that you have to do, just do it. Because I'm telling you right now, that's literally the easiest step, and a lot of people just forget about that. Oh, you could literally just block them. My father, and my dad's probably gonna see this video now, he's not blocked anymore, but my parents were the first people that I was so afraid of them seeing my content, because I'm literally just being a goofball on the internet. My parents don't see me like that. I'm like the good kid that gets good grades, that tries to just be like an excellent example to other little kids, making content and making fun of my brown dad, and not making fun, but like making jokes about my culture, my religion, just might not come off the right way. And so I blocked my dad. I blocked my parents. And I did it on purpose. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now I'm at a point where it's so big, to the point where like my dad gets sent videos of me from his coworkers, from his friends, from my cousins. And so now it's like, okay, now I have to unblock you, but I don't have to deal with having to feel that judgment anymore as much as I used to back then, because now I've been able to create a lifestyle that I can look at myself and be like, wow, I actually did this. I have confidence in myself. And that's the next step, is building that confidence in yourself. A lot of the reasons, actually 100% of the reason why you don't have that confidence in yourself, you are so worried about what other people think, is because of the fact that you lack that confidence. And you know this. I don't have to tell you this. You know this. But what are the key steps to actually building that confidence? Well, it's actually building a lifestyle that you're proud of. It's not about being happy. It's not about being able to do things that make you happy. No, happiness comes and goes. I'm telling you right now, content makes me depressed. Lifting makes me depressed. Sometimes praying makes me depressed, because I feel like, oh my God, all these things I'm trying to do to make myself happy, it doesn't always work out. It's not about happiness. Happiness comes and goes. What you can do on a day-to-day basis is build a lifestyle, no matter if you're happy or sad, that you are proud of, because you know inherently these steps that you are taking to every single day are getting you somewhere better than where you are when you first started. And that's what you need to do. The best way to start attacking your goals and living the life that you are proud of is by understanding it's not about the success, it's about the lifestyle. You have to create a lifestyle that you are proud of, not the success. The Ferrari is not going to get you the confidence. The girls are not going to get you the confidence. The house that the financial freedom is not going to get you the confidence. Okay, the confidence needs to start from the very beginning. And it's the lifestyle that you create that allows you to get these things, allows you to just attract these things that God gives you from the life that you live, that you are proud of. So what you need to understand is this: pick a goal that you were afraid of taking because of what other people think, and attack that every single day. Not with the mindset of, I need to get to 1 million followers. I need to get to the body that I dream of. I need to be able to get to $1 million or $100,000. I need to write a book, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Don't think about the goal. Think about the lifestyle, and do it and move in silence. Okay? So don't tell anyone about your goals. Move in silence. Focus on the lifestyle instead of the success. And that inherently will draw that confidence in your heart, knowing that you're living the life that you are proud of. And the last and final step that you need to implement in your life is smell your flowers. Okay, I just went on like a 2-minute rant of telling you not to care about your goal, your success, and not focus on the success. But when you do get that success, you have to acknowledge it. When I first got 100,000 followers on TikTok, I acknowledged it. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, wow, for 3 years, I've been posting on social media, and now I'm at a point where I'm getting somewhere, and I feel great and I feel amazing. Internalize that. Be grateful for the things that you have, and just constantly go and be proud of what you are accomplishing. But let me tell you this, just because I'm telling you to smell your flowers, when you get to that 100,000 followers, when you get to that $100,000, when you get to that point where you're looking at yourself and you're getting the body that you've dreamed of, that is not going to create the happiness. I'm telling you right now from the very jump, you are going to appreciate where you were at in the best way possible when you start appreciating the way you live on a day-to-day basis. I wouldn't have been able to be so grateful for that 100,000 followers in the way that I felt if it wasn't for me practicing that gratitude on a day-to-day basis. If it wasn't for me building the lifestyle that I was living on a day-to-day basis. And I'll tell you what my lifestyle was. And it was very simple. People think that in order to get to your dreams, you need to live this completely insanely hard and like just like grinding type of lifestyle. No. I knew that at the end of the day, the biggest thing that was going to drive me to success was my mind. So I don't care about living, I don't care about doing physical things that are going to just make me feel more powerful. No, it starts from within. So what were the goals that I focused on to build the lifestyles I was proud of? I focus on the little things. Now, I'm not saying that you have to do exactly what I'm doing, but find the little things in your life that build your mind, that then inevitably allows you to build your spirit, to build your body, to build your drive towards your success. For me, it was meditating 15 minutes a day. It was praying 5 times a day and actually being conscious when I pray. It was reading 10 pages a day. It was making a video, being creative, and just posting something every single day. What else was it? It was hitting the gym every single day. I'm thinking about it because it was like in 2022 when I really started implementing these things. But what I focused on wasn't the goals. See, my goal wasn't go get 100,000 followers. My goal wasn't hit 250 pounds on the bench. My goal wasn't finish a book by the end of this year. No. My goal was literally to focus on the things that I could accomplish on a day-to-day basis to build a lifestyle I was proud of. And that inherently built my confidence. That inherently allowed me to smell my flowers when they soon blossomed. And this all in hand, all together allowed me to stop caring about what other people think. Because now I'm at a point where I have millions of people that have so much to say about me. Literally millions. That's not something a human should be able to comprehend. The only kings and queens and emperors at the time were supposed to be given that responsibility to acknowledge so many opinions about them. I'm just a regular freaking Indian that lives in freaking Chicago. Who am I? And there's millions of people that have something to say about me. But now I'm at a point where I'm able to actually callous my mind and understand, how do I deal with this? Because of the lifestyle that I'm able to live, because of the goals that I've been able to set, about being able to be proud of myself every single day, about not telling anybody about my goals from the beginning, letting my work speak for itself. And that inherently allowed me to understand, okay, I got it. I am capable of doing these things. God has my back. I'm ready to do this. And naturally you build that callus. But it all starts by just focusing on these little things you can do on a daily basis, actionable steps that can get you where you want to be. And it starts with now. It starts with now. Stop thinking about the future. It starts with now. What are the actionable steps you can do? Focus on one thing. Just think about it. What is one thing that you want to do in your everyday life that you are not comfortable with doing because of what other people think? Is it hitting the gym? Is it writing a book? Is it starting to, trade stocks? I don't know. Is it making videos online? Think about it, okay? And focus on these actual steps. Okay, first step, don't tell anybody. Don't write in the comments. Don't tell your best friend. Don't tell your parents. Keep that secret, that little secret between you and God. The second step, block the people that you really need in your life. Like, you're thinking to yourself, man, no matter how much I just keep this a secret, there is that one person out there that I just really don't want them to see my stuff. Like, I just don't want to deal with that hassle, that mental, I would rather deal with that later. I'm telling you, that's okay. I did that. It was my family. I blocked my family with my content. And when I got to the point where my content spoke for itself, then I unblocked them. And now I'm able to actually deal with it because I realized my parents don't look at me in this weird way, right? At the end of the day, you're just creating these problems in your head. At the end of the day, all these goals are set for you to just battle yourself, okay? You're not fighting anybody. You're literally fighting yourself in the mirror. So I'm helping you fight your demons, okay? And the best way you can do that is by just, sometimes you realize, okay, this demon is a little too strong. Let me just deal with it later when I'm a little bit stronger. Okay, block that person. And then the next step is to build a lifestyle you're proud of. Don't focus on your goals. And when I mean by goals, I'm talking about the physical goals that are like buying your dream car, or buying your parents a house, or I don't know, like getting $100,000 in your bank account, whatever it is. Don't focus on that. Focus on the lifestyle that you were proud of, because I promise you those goals will come. It's inevitable. You have to just focus on the lifestyle. And the last thing is, when you do get those goals, smell your flowers. Smell them, appreciate them, see how far you've come. Take a look back and to see how far that you've gone in your life. And from right then and there, now you'll still realize, holy crap, I'm actually like so far ahead and I didn't even think about it because you've been focusing on a day-to-day basis, you've been living in the moment, and you're keeping the haters out from your mind. You're keeping them out because you don't need to tell them. You don't need to tell anybody. Okay, you don't need to tell anyone. This is exactly what I did to get to where I'm at and what I continue doing till the very end of my life, inshallah.